down here. You roll your eyes one more time, I'm gonna chunk you with my slippers, boy. Miss Sweet Sure Sally is ready. Now, when you have a thesis statement, sugar, don't put nothing in a thesis statement that's not gonna be in your essay, right? So I'm gonna go to dinner, and I want to teach you something too while I'm at dinner. A thesis statement is like ordering something at dinner. So I'm gonna go out, and I have this set up here, and this is a lot going on, all these forks and stuff. When you go to a fancy restaurant, you eat from the outside in. So you take your napkin, sugar. This is the fancy restaurant. And you take it and you put it on your lap, if I can reach. Yes. And you take your napkin and you put it on your lap. See? And they have all of these bowls and plates. All I want is some chicken and corn, fried chicken, right? But I'm like, mister, what is this bowl for? He says, ma'am, that is your soup bowl. You eat from the outside in. So this is my soup spoon. So they set it up for you. So this is my soup spoon to eat. And when you do fancy, right? You go in. Don't slurp too much, but you go in, all right, sugar? But I don't want no soup today. But that's what this bowl is for. That's gonna be on top. And the soup spoon is gonna be on the outside. So that's the first thing you grab. This is fancy restaurants, okay? Right? So after I'm done with the soup, thank you, sir. Thank you, yeah, yes, And then what you do, you dab the corners of your mouth. Act like you got some sense when you go to a nice restaurant. You dab the corners of your mouth. Then you have another little plate. That is going to be your salad. Remember, you're using utensils from the outside in. So this is on the outside. You eat your salad. Trying to wash my figure down here. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That was good. Thank you. So, after you done had your soup and your salad, you dab a little, act like you got some sense. And then you have your plate. You have two plates, actually. This plate, what is it for, mister? What is it for? It's called a charger. I guess because they don't want you to mess up their fancy linen, so it just sits on top of that. Okay? And then you have your dinner fork, is what you left with, and your dinner knife. Okay, and then you put the pinky up when you sit. Okay, so now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna ask for, oh yes sir, I like some chicken, corn, and looking at the menu, chicken, corn, and some french fries, fried chicken. Ooh, he gave me 2 pieces of chicken. So he brings me my plate with the chicken, corn, and the cabbage. Now, if you're writing, I got 3 things, like chicken, this. You got 3 things that gonna go in your body paragraph. Why do you have this if this is not what you asked for? You wrote about it, but this is on your plate, so that means it shouldn't be in your story, sugar. You got me? Didn't you write 3 things for your do now? So if you go write your essay and you have carrots in your essay, but you didn't mention it in your thesis statement. This is my thesis statement. Chicken, fries, and it's supposed to be, what is it supposed to be? What did I ask for? Corn. Ooh-wee! I got my chicken, my corn, and my fries. That is all I need to be reading about. How delicious, crispy, crunchy, hot out the grease this chicken should be. My fries need to be nice and oily. Ooh, I love the oil, the fry, hot out the grease, and my corn nice and buttery. These are the only things that should be in your story. That is what you call an analogy. What's on your thesis should only be discussed in your story. Correct? Does it make sense? You see how it's like a simile. I say your thesis is like going to the restaurant. What you order off the menu should be in your story, not what you order from Sam's Club down on 249 near College Station. You got me? I got something else for you, sugar. Now that I've had that, just to maintain my voluptuous figure, I want me a hamburger. Ooh-wee. Ooh, that looks like a delicious hamburger. So, now this hamburger has 5 parts. I got my bun, which is my introduction. This is another analogy. This is my bun. I got my 3 hamburger patties, which is like my 3 body paragraphs in the essay. Because your essay has to be 5 paragraphs. That's what Ritchie Academy is looking for. 5 paragraphs. Your introduction, which should contain what? Your hook line. And what is the last sentence? It's gonna be the last sentence in your first paragraph. You like that bun? Ooh-wee. Right now you got your bun. That's 1 paragraph, sugar. Then you got your 3 hamburger patties. Whatever 3 things you talk about in your thesis, it needs to be in these 3 hamburger patties, sugar. Ooh, you got your topic sentence. So for one of those 3 things that you enjoy about school, tell me one, Sierra.
Socializing.
Socializing. So your topic here, you're going to create a sentence with socializing, which lets the reader know that you're going to be talking about socializing in school and what you enjoy about it. And you can give me examples and details for that, right? Mm-hmm. And then you got your other 2. Whatever other 2 things you talked about, we got more. These are the 3 things right here, sugar. So you got your introduction and your hook line, your thesis statement, your 3 body paragraphs, your chicken, your corn, and your fries. Chicken, corn, fries. And then lastly, you have your conclusion. Ooh, it's gonna be good. Do you get the analogy, Julian? You kind of get it? So it's just like whatever you say is gonna be in your thesis, it better appear in your essay. And when you start talking about carrots, you're off topic. So you want to keep talking about your chicken, your corn, and your fries. That's the only thing that needs to be discussed. Now, are you guys ready to try? Yes.
What are these 2 utensils for at the top?
Ooh, wait, that's a good one. Thank you for asking that, because let me tell you, when you go to a restaurant, you act like you know what you're doing. So I got my hamburger. Where's my, oh, isn't that pretty hamburger? I made it myself. Thank you. So with these spoons, after you finish your meal, what is next? What's gonna come next?
Dessert.
Ooh, yes. And sometimes they have a dessert spoon or a dessert fork. And me, I like to reach all of my stuff, even if I'm with somebody, I want to reach in your plate and get some too. Let me have some of that. See, I like, ooh, I gotta keep this figure up, sugar. So, ooh. And then also, what I don't have here, which is good, my burger, yeah. And sometimes you start out with little bread, and then they'll give you a small little knife, another knife, to put the butter. And then sometimes they'll have cheese, a fruit and cheese, and sometimes the fruit and cheese, it like cleanses your palate before you get to your main course. So we have nice little breads and stuff, yes. And that was a very, very good question. So how do we eat, from the outside? That's how you eat the soup. When you go into fancy, you usually go that way. And don't slurp too much, because that's not cute. Now, how many paragraphs are going to be in the essay that's coming up? Because every month we get an essay, sugar. It's meant 5. Can you break down the 5 paragraphs for me?
Paragraph 1, topic sentence and thesis statement. 3 paragraphs of topic sentence and body paragraphs, and then conclusion paragraph.
That's right. And what's going to, based on what we have on our plate, sugar, what are the things that need to be in each of your body paragraphs? Nothing else.
Your chicken, your corn, and your fries.
Based on your do now, take your do now out. Can you take out your do nows? Okay, now what are the three things, the three body paragraphs that's gonna be in your essay? The topic sentence. Based on your do now.
1, teacher support. 2, education. 3, social life.
And you're gonna give examples and details of each one of those, right? And all you need is 5 sentences per paragraph. 5 times 5 is 25. 5, 5, right?